Alright, so this is going to be a quick vinyl re-update since vinyl video number 2 I accidentally deleted somehow. It said there was like an error and I thought, okay, it's already up there, I might as well delete that. Turns out I deleted the vinyl video too. So I'm just going to do kind of a quick overview of all the videos from, all the vinyls from that video. Start off with Soundgarden Super Unknown. This is a reissue, 20th anniversary reissue. Dude, if you have not checked this record out, do check it out. It's my favorite grunge record of the 90s. Well, records that identify itself as grunge. Yeah, I got the concert shirt from when I saw them about a year ago, actually. Yesterday. Also, I got a Massive Attack's Mezzanine. It's a nice little experimental rock, trip hop, down-tempo type electronica band album. Some people like Blue Lines better, but I prefer this, obviously. Do look into that if you're trying to get into electronic music, if you dig electronic music, but somehow for some reason you didn't listen to that album. Check out Blue Lines too, that's a good album. Also got Jimi Hendrix's Electric Ladyland, Jimi Hendrix Experiences Electric Ladyland. My favorite Jimi Hendrix album. It's my favorite because of its length, its more fleshed out songwriting, his guitar playing is great. This sounds like legit acid rock. Like, people throw around acid rock like psychedelic rock, but if acid rock were its own thing, then that's what it would sound like, if you ask me. Also, I got Green Day's American Idiot, my favorite Green Day album. Some people prefer Dookie. A lot of people prefer Dookie, but I prefer American Idiot. It's more unique, more anthemic. Concept's better. Maybe it's not as punky, but oh well. I think it's cool they were able to make their own sound, and that ended up just taking off as it did. Fleet Fox's album is Blues, really excellent indie rock. No, indie rock in a sense. Indie rock, indie folk album. Got the lyrics right here. Pretty much one of the best records of this decade. Really excellent. Like I said, indie folk. Do check it out. Really breezing through these. Black Keys, Brothers. Pretty cool. I'm ashamed this isn't a gatefold, but pretty excellent garage rock, blues rock album from a pretty influential and well-known blues rock and garage rock band. Check that out if you haven't. I certainly recommend Brothers as a starter. River Factory's cool. Yeah, River Factory's cool. High on Fire's Dame of Hermes Mysteries, my favorite High on Fire album, because it's nice sludge metal, stoner sludge metal, stuff like that, really aggressive. Most certainly check this out if you haven't. If you're into metal, I'm actually going to go see that band not next Saturday, the Saturday after this coming Saturday. So yeah, next Saturday. Can't wait to go do that. They also dropped a new album. They also dropped a new album the other day. It was great. Radiohead's OK Computer. My favorite Radiohead album, next to Kid A. Kid A's a little close. Nice experimental rock, kind of progressive rock in a sense. It's pretty cool. You check it out if you haven't. Andrew Jackson Jihad's Knife Man. I think this is an import, but still, sounds great. I dig it a lot. Vinyl is blue, or it's green. I think it's green, I don't remember. Nice folk punk album, do check that out. My favorite Beck album, Odelay. This is actually also an import. Need to look into getting a full-fledged, original copy, or unless he reissues it next year, because that's when it turns 20. That'd be cool. If you haven't looked into Beck, start with Odelay, start with Mellow Gold. Certainly won't regret it. Pearl Jam's Vitology, favorite Pearl Jam album. Certainly one of my favorite grunge albums. Grunge. Yeah, do check this out. There's a lot more of the songs on here that's really good than Better Man. Bunch of others. What else we got? Rum Sodomy and the Pogues is Rum Sodomy and the Lash. Another excellent folk punk album. You check this out if you like folk punk or you're trying to get into folk punk, folk music in general. Certainly a surprise from the 1980s. Velvet Underground. It's their self-titled Velvet Underground album and their self-titled Velvet Underground and Nico. This is my favorite. This is my third favorite. I want to get White Light, White Heat at some point. But to check out pretty much all 4 albums. Don't let the internet fool you. There was never a fifth. Never a fifth. The White Stripes is what's this fucking album called? Elephant. Favorite White Stripes album. White Blood Cells is cool too. You need to check out their first 2 albums. I haven't done that yet. Will eventually though. And to conclude, Kanye West's My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This is actually my favorite Kanye West album. At the time it was my favorite hip hop album of this decade, but then Kendrick Lamar dropped To Pimp a Butterfly and that changed everything. But do certainly check out My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. If you're skeptical about getting into Kanye West, I think it's a good album. Alright, that's that vinyl update. I'm actually in the works of doing another one. I already finished listening to Paul's Boutique, so we'll see. Okie dokie.